is not letting up anytime soon, huh? Good thing we thought to bring the car instead of taking the bus. Can you imagine? I know, this hoodie's not waterproof. No. Don't turn on the lights. Someone from outside might see us. Yeah, come on. I know we're being really sketchy right now. We'll get into huge trouble if anyone looks over here. Just leave it. I brought a light. Where did I get what? These? Caroline gave them to me. Yes. Oh my god. Coolest librarian ever. I spent so much time here during finals. We practically closed this place together. And she loves my banana bread. Yeah, I know you love it too. That's why I brought some. Yeah, so I guess you could say my personality won Caroline over. That she gave me the keys and told me I can use the place whenever I want, as long as I keep it clean. And before you ask, no, she specifically said no parties, okay? I know you and your friends want a place to get it up, but not here, okay? So yeah. Yeah, she's the coolest person in the whole world. I love her so much. Yeah, she's the coolest person in the whole world. I swear. I love her so much. Here. This is my favorite spot. Here, come on. Sit next to me. I've got some pretty good stuff. Anyways, I came prepared because I knew you wouldn't. Oh, really? What did you bring? Is that hot cocoa? One for me, too? Aw, that's so sweet. I brought this nightlight. New batteries, too, so we should be good. Ah, look at that nice mood lighting, huh? Yeah, I wanted to bring a candle for that extra moody ambience, but I figured that an open flame in a small building filled with books, probably a bad idea. Caroline would kill us. No, stop. If you make a Fahrenheit 451 joke, I swear to God. Let's see, I have some more food and music. Of course. This is so nice, isn't it? I feel like the rain really adds to the comfy vibe, you know? At least we're indoors now. We're not trapped outside. My god, I still can't believe I took you out on that picnic without checking the weather. Fuck. We were soaked. And the poor sandwiches, I know, and I can't believe you chose to save the pitcher of wine instead of my sandwiches. I'm never gonna live that picnic down, aren't I? Yeah? Well, how about that time at the drive-in theater? What do you mean, what? You took us to a drive-in theater with zero visibility. It was about to rain and you didn't believe me. We couldn't see anything because nothing was playing. The place was closed. Oh my god. You're crazy. Yeah, Netflix on your tablet was a nice save. It was like our own little theater. I did kind of like it. I mean, you ate all my fries, but I forgive you. I like potatoes, okay? Leave me alone. Rain always seems to be messing with us, huh? Yeah, but it's awesome. It makes for funny stories. I can't believe we only started hanging out a few months ago. It feels like we've known each other for longer than that, you know? Well, technically, I do know you for a little longer than you know me. It's I know. Yeah, it's a long story. Um okay. Okay. So, I kind of knew you already before I even started talking to you. Not in like a stalkery way, but uh, at least I don't think so. You remember the first time I approached you? Yeah, well, backtrack to like a few months before that. You were sitting right at this table. I think you chose it because it was at the back of the library. It's nice and private and a bit quieter, and the sunlight from that large window behind you makes everything brighter during the day. And you were crying. Yeah, you were. Silent tears. You were sniffling and wiping your eyes all sneakily. I almost stood up to ask you what was wrong until I saw the book you were reading, and I realized you were crying because of it. I was kinda intrigued because I never read anything that moved me like that. I mean, movies, yeah, you've seen me cry when we watch sad movies, but books? I rarely cry because of books. So, that day I ended up borrowing the book that you were reading, and guess what? I cried a little too. And that's kinda how it started, you know? Every time I go to the library, you're almost always there. Almost. Every time I don't see you, I'm slightly disappointed. Like, how dare you not be present when I walk in? But yeah, you'll be sitting here sometimes with a completely new book, and I'll sit over there and work on my own stuff. And more than once in a while, I'll look up at you. Sometimes you smile or laugh out loud, which I love, by the way. And sometimes you cry again. Your eyebrows would be scrunched when people in the library get kind of loud. Your eyes would be a tad wider when you're in a very intense part of the story. Here. That is a receipt of my borrowing history. Yeah, I asked Caroline. I wanted a remembrance, I guess I would call it. Every time you got the teensiest bit emotional, I checked out the book you were reading, and I love them every time. I started knowing you through the books you read. I got to know what makes your heart flutter, what makes you sad, what makes you flustered or excited. I read the stories and I wondered how you felt as you were reading them. That was it really, but one day I looked over and kind of realized how gorgeous you were. Not in the obvious way, not in like a photogenic and sexy kind of way, just when you smile, your face just lights up, your eyes have so much emotion, your laugh is such a beautiful sound, and after the books, it's like I was seeing you for the first time all over again. You know how that feeling is, you know? Part of me just kept wishing that you would notice me sitting, you know, a few tables away or so from you, reading the book that you were reading a few days ago. I kind of wish that you would look up and smile, and I'd walk over and we'll chat, and but you didn't. So I decided, you know, fuck it. And I just did it. I stood up and walked over to you and engaged. Do you remember this? Yeah, this was the last one. The last one you were reading before I finally walked over and talked to you. And I decided I would buy it online. I guess I'm sentimental like that. I know, it's corny, but I remember I said, hey, we're reading the same book. You're much farther in than I am, though. Is it a good story so far? And that was it. You know, from there, we got to know each other so much more. I sat right next to you, and I got to know you as a friend, you know? I got to spend time with you outside of the walls of this place. And you weren't anything like I imagined. You're so much better. So wonderful. I kind of lack the vocabulary to describe you. And now we're here. So, in case it wasn't clear, I like you a lot. Like a whole lot. And I wish you'd say something. I mean, I don't take anyone with me on a weekly scheduled break-ins, you know? I mean, it's not a break-in, Caroline. I don't just take anyone here with me on my weekly scheduled break-ins, you know? I mean, it's not a break-in. Caroline knows I sneak in here. She gave me the keys, so it's fine. So she won't get mad as long as I put the books back. Yap. Yes, I know. Sorry, I'm just. I really like you. I know. I already said that, but. Huh? Yeah, you can totally kiss me. You can. I mean, I was kind of suspecting that you liked me too, but I didn't want to get ahead of myself, you know. Yeah, like that kiss wasn't platonic, right? Like you know, you like me more than just friends, you know. Are you sure? Okay, cool. Just checking. It's so weird, but in a really good way. Cause I always feel so giddy and flustered whenever I start having feelings for someone. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still feeling that so much with you, but right now it's deeper than that. I make my heart feel make me feel relaxed and safe. It's like I can be safe and breathe whenever I'm around you. I mean, I don't know, it just feels good. It feels good. Like it's like a long, tight hug you get from someone who loves you. It's so warm. I never want to stop feeling this way. I'm sorry. I don't know, Anyways, so, tell me about that new book you've been reading, huh? It's complicated? Well, no worries.